Hello everyone, welcome to the ARM Controller Lab. Myself Vanishri Yellapurmat, lecturer of ENC department, working in Government Polytechnic for Women, Hubli. In this session, we are going to see how to write the assembly program, and the same program is run on micro version 4 IDE. So let us see the program number 4. The program to add an array of 16-bit numbers and to store the 32-bit result in internal RAM. So in this session, we are going to add an array of, that is, number of 16-bit numbers, and the 32-bit result is stored in a memory location. So let us see what are the table of contents to be covered in this session. So first we will see the theory related to this program. That means what is an array and what uses of array. Next, program description, how the program is written. Then registers to be used. What are the registers are used to execute the program, flowchart of the program. Then program logic and how to write the program. Then the same program is simulated on a IDE to get a simulation results. Next, the MCQs related to this program and the activities which are related to this program. Finally, we will see the references. See the theory related to this program. An array is a collection of items stored at a contiguous memory locations. The idea is to store multiple items of the same type together. So array is nothing but it is a group of elements which are of same type. So this makes easier to calculate the position of each element by simply adding an offset to the base value, that is the memory location of the first element of the array. In this program, input array elements are 16-bit numbers. Here we are giving an array of a 16-bit numbers. 16-bit array elements are added. So here all the 16-bit numbers are added. So then the 32-bit result is stored in the memory location specified by the particular pointer register. So here an array of 16-bit numbers are to be added. So here a data section defined with a name input, which is having the attributes data and read write, that is area, input, data, read write. So this section is defined for the array of a length. Inside this data section, length and array 16 are defined for array length and input array respectively. So here length and array 16 are used to define. So length is used to define the length of an array, where array 16 is used to define the number of elements. So total count of numbers in an array is stored in a memory location defined as a length. Means, so how many numbers to be added? So that is stored in the named variable as a length. Length of an array is stored in a register are not in this program, where length of an array can be varied depending upon number of elements stored in memory locations, where the length of an array may be varied depending upon our use. We can give either 4 or 5 or 6. Depending upon this length, we have to give the number of elements. Let us see what are the registers to be used in this program. So here 5 32-bit registers are used in the program as follows. The register R0 is used to load the address of memory location, where register R1 is used as a pointer to array elements in memory. Register R2 is used for storing the sum in each iteration. R3 is used as a counter for iteration, where R4 is used for data processing, that is moving the data from and back to the memory. So in this assembly program, input array of 16-bit numbers are added and the result is observed in the memory location. So address of memory location used to store array length is labeled as a length. So R3 is used as a counter, right? So the register R1 is used as a pointer to the memory location to access the array elements for addition. So register R2 is initialized to 0, which is used to store the sum. So why R2 is initialized to 0? Because in order to avoid the storage of a dummy values, R2 should be initialized to 0, where R2 can be used to store the result. In each iteration, add the array element with R2. So for the each looping iteration, the sum is added with the R2. So after adding, decrement the count. If count is not equal to 0, repeat the iteration. If count is equal to 0, stop the iteration and store the sum into the memory location pointed by the register R1. Now we will see the flowchart of the program. Flowchart is nothing but pictorial representation of the flow of the program. Here, how the program is executed, that can be represented graphically. So now we will see, this is entry of the program, that is the program is started. So R0 is a register which can be used to point to the length of an array. R1 is a register which can be used to point to the array elements. So load with the array length. R2 is a register which can be used to store the result. Hence it is declared as a 0. Where R3 is a register which can be used to load the number of elements. So where here the first element that is pointed by the register R1 is loaded into the register R4. Then this R1 is incremented by 2. So why it is 2? Because in order to point to the next 16-bit element. Next here, the R2 is added with R4. That is, the loaded element is added with a previous result and the result itself is stored in the register R2. Then R3 is decremented by 1. Where here, the number of length of elements that is decremented by 1. So that is stored in the register R3. So here next, the R3 is compared with a 0. So if this R3 is not equal to 0, then come back to the next element to be loaded into the register R4. Again, the next R1 is incremented by 2. That will point to the next memory location. Then that element is added with the previous result, that is R2 plus R4. Again, the R3 is decremented, that is length is decremented. Again, this is compared. If it is not equal to 0, the loop is repeated. So, until this R3 becomes 0. So, when this R3 becomes 0, then the result which is stored in the R2, that is stored in the memory location pointed by the register R1. So, after storing the result, it will end of the program. So now let us see what is the program logic behind this. So as I told that R0 is equal to 4. So here we are going to execute, we are going to take the elements of 4, where R1 is having the memory address of 0x4 000 So R2 is equal to 0. That means the result initially it will be initialized with a 0. So after a first execution, that is array length R0 becomes 3. That is first execution decrement by 3. Right. So then memory address R1, it will point to the memory location, that is 4004, when array element we have given is 1. So result is also 0 plus 1 is 1. Right. So here next, after second pass, the R0 is decremented and it becomes 2. Then the memory location is 4006 because it has added with a 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. Right. So then array element that we have given is 2. So 2 plus 1 is added. Then the result which is stored in the register R2 is 3. Then again this R0 is not equal to 0, then again it will continue the loop. After third iteration, this is decremented by 1. Again the R0 becomes 1. Then the memory address is 40008. Array element which we have given is 3. This 3 is added with the result R2, that is 3 plus 3 is 6. This 6 value is stored in the register R2. Again this R0 1 is compared with a 0. If it is not equal to 0, again the loop is repeated. So here after next iteration, that is decremented by 1, that becomes 0. Then the memory address is 40000A. Then the array element we have given is 4. So this is added with the previous result, that is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. Actually in a decimal it is 10, but in hexadecimal it is written as A. Right. So again then R0 is compared with a 0. If it is equal to 0, it will stop the execution and store this result into the memory location. So this is a logic behind this program. So now we will see how the program is executed. So first here it is an area add 16 code read only. Area is a directive which can be used to allocate the blocks of a memory. So where code read only means here this code is only allows a writing of a code, and read only means only having a reading access, read access, right? So this add 16 is the name of this block of a memory location, right? So this instruction initializes the block of a code because as it is declared with the code. So then entry is a directive which can be used to indicate the entry of the program. Next, LDR R0, equal to length. So here the LDR instruction means load the register R0 with a address of a memory location defined as a length. So length is nothing but a label which is having a memory location that is defined into the register R0. So next LDR R1, is equal to array 16. Similarly load the register R1 with a address of a memory area defined as a array 16. Array 16 is also a label which is having a memory location where the array of elements are defined, and that is assigned to the register R1, right? So next move R2, hash 0. Move is nothing but R2 is having the value. R2 is initialized with a 0. So here in order to this R2 can be used to store the result. So why we have to initialize to 0? Because in order to avoid the any storage of any dummy values, it is assigned with the 0. Right. So next load R3, square bracket R0. So this indicates that the content of this R0 is moved to the register R3, where this R0 is used to point to the length of an array. So whatever the value we have defined in that memory location, that is moved to the register R3. So in this program, we are going to give an array length is of 4. So this R0 will point to the memory location where 4 is stored. That 4 is moved to the register R3. Then this LDRH. LDRH meaning is load the half word. Half word is nothing but 16-bit array element is loaded into the register R4, which is pointing by the register R1. Right. So here the content of R1 is loaded into the register R4. Here LDRH means only the 16 bits are loaded into the register R4. Hash 2 indicates that the memory location is incremented by 2 locations to point to the next 16-bit number. Right. So next add R2, R4, and here the content of R2 and R4 are added and the result is stored itself into the register R2. That is previously R2 is initialized with a 0. Then R4 is nothing but what are the values we are taken from the memory location as a first element that is added with R2 and that is stored in the register R2 itself. then decrement R3, that is SUBS R3, R3, 1, where the content of R3 is decremented by 1 and update the flags. As I told that R3 is having the length of an array. So first we have declared with a 4, right? So 4, it is decremented by 1 means it will be having a value of 3. Right. So then BNE instruction compares branch if not equal. So here which will compared with a 0. If it is not equal to 0, which will come back to the label as a back, where again which will come back to the load LDRH R4. So where again the next value is taken into the register R4. Right. So next again back again it will repeat the same procedure, where take the next value, add that value into the previous result. Again it will decrement the counter. If that is not equal to 0, then again go back to the same label as a back. Again load the next value. This will be repeated until this R3 becomes 0. So when R3 becomes 0, it will stop the iteration. That is, it will store the result into the memory location pointed by the register R1. Right. So where the memory location which is pointed by this register R1 is still having the result of this entire addition. This stop B stop is an unconditional jump, that is a branch instruction, which will here the program is iterated here only, here itself, right? So again here we are having another area input, data, read write. As I told that this area can be used to define the block of a memories, where here we are going to use a data read write, means which is having the both read and write access. We are going to write the data into this memory locations, right? So which is having the name as a input. So in this we are having a length DCD 0x0. Length is nothing but which is of a 32-bit value. So 32-bit memory location is allocated in order to define the length of an array. So where array 16 DCD 0x0 means here which is also having a 32-bit value which can be used to store the array elements. So next end is a directive which can be used to indicate that this is the end of the program. Right. Now we will see how this program is executed. So first the Microvision 4 IDE software is used in order to simulate this program. So click on this, you will get this window. So first go to the project, then new project. Here you have to give the project name. So I'll give it as add 16, right? So then save this project. You'll get the device you have to select. So here you have to press the plus mark, that is NXP founded by Philips. So in that you have to select the device LPC 2148. So here this is LPC 2148. Press OK, and here it will ask whether to add the startup code or not. So press no. See here, this is target 1 is created, right? So here in order to write that program, we want a editor window that should be taken from this file new. So this is a editor window. Here we have to type the program. So I have explained the program. Just I'll copy that program here. So this is a program what I have explained previously. Then after writing the program, you have to save the file. So the file what you are going to save, that should be saved with the extension of .asm. ASM is nothing but assembly program. Then press save. So after saving, it will change the color. So during the writing of a program, keep in mind that compulsory all the directives, all the instructions what we are going to use here, that should be written with a one white space. and all the labels what we are going to write, that should be written with a margin. So after saving this file, so this file is added to the source group. So press on source group, right click on this and add the files to the source group. So whatever the name you have given, that should be added ASM into the source group. See here, the file type is of C source file, but yours is ASM source file. Select ASM source file, add, close. See here, in a source group, your file is added. After adding, you have to build the target. See here, these are the icons which can be used to build the target. Either you can press here or you can right click on this and select the build target. See here, build a target. The target is builded with 0 errors and 0 warnings. Right. So after this, you have to debug the program. So go to the debug, press on start stop debug session. Okay. See here, this is a output window where here, see here, in this here it is showing that memory 1. Press on this, it will show the address. Right. So here address, as I told that here the address is 0x4 zeros. Then press OK. So it will show the address here. Here we have to give the values. First, the length of an array, as I told that 4 is the length of array I have given, as it is a 32-bit. So here 4 memory locations are left. I'll give a values. First I'll give a value 1. Next, as I'll write here, because it is only a 16-bit, so I'll leave the 2 memory locations and I'll write next, that is 2, next 3, next 4. See here, I have given a 4 values where the length of an array is 4. I have given 1, 2, 3, 4 values, right? So now we will see how it will run. So if we want to do the stepwise execution of a program, here it is a step-by-step execution, that is step that F11 is pressed in order to see the output step by step. Right. So once it is pressed, so first see here R0 is having the memory location of 0x40000. Right. So after, for the next instruction, it will be 40004, because in this 4000 memory location, we have given a array of a length is 4. Next 4004 memory location, we have given a first value. See here. So it will take a first value, that is a length of an array, into the register R3. Next, here it has taken a first value, that is a 0001 value. It has taken only 16-bit I have declared here, right? So next, first value is taken. That first value is added with a 0, that is 0 plus 1 is 1. That will be stored in the register R2, right? So next, it will take, that is R3 is decremented by 1, it becomes 3. So next, it will take a next value, that is a 2. 0002 is taken into the register R4, that is added with the R2, that it becomes 2 plus 1 is 3. Then again R3 is decremented by 1, it becomes 2, and here next it will take the next value, that is 0003, and that should be added with the R2, that is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6 it becomes, right? So then again R3 is decremented by 1, that becomes R3 is equal to 1, right? So again next value is taken, that is 04. So this 6 plus 4 is 10 in decimal, but in hexadecimal it means A. So the value which is stored in the register R2, then again R3 is decremented, that becomes 0. That will be compared with a 0. If it is equal to 0, it will stop the execution and store the result into the memory location, right? See here, the result will be in the memory location, that is See here in the memory location, that becomes it is 00000A. As it is a 32-bit, it will take the 4 memory location. So this is how the program is executed sequentially. So see here the simulation results. The input what we have given here, this is a 4 is a length of an array where 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 elements we have given for the addition. So why it is only this 1, 2, 3, 4? As it is of a 16-bit. So here after 2 memory locations we have given only a 16-bit elements, right? So after execution, see here the output. So here 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. After addition of these things, we will get a 10 in hexadecimal. It becomes a 0A. So we will call here it as 0000000A. That will be stored in the next consecutive memory location. So now let us see some multiple choice questions related to this program, right? So first one is a area directive defines. First option is block of a data only. Second, block of data or code. Third, specifies register name. Fourth one is specifies memory location. So in the previous, while explaining the program, I told that area is a directive which can be used to define both block of data or code. So hence the answer is B, block of data or code, right? Next one is LDR instruction means. So first option is load 8-bit data, load 32-bit data, load 16-bit data, D, none of the above. So LDR means load the register. So as ARM controller deals with the 32-bit data, LDR means load the 32-bit data. So hence the answer is B, load 32-bit data. Next, third one, SUBS instruction means. So first one, subtract 2 32-bit numbers. Second one, subtract 2 64-bit numbers. Third, subtract 2 64-bit numbers and also update flags. D, subtract 2 32-bit numbers and also update flags. So SUBS instruction has already said that it will do the subtraction and also update the flags, because S indicates if you use only SUB, it will only subtract 2 32-bit numbers, right? So here SUBS indicates that subtraction of a 2 32-bit numbers and also update the flag. So hence the answer is D, subtract 2 32-bit numbers and also update flags. Fourth one is BEQ instruction branches to specified label when. First option is Z is not equal to 0. Second option is Z is equal to 0. Third option is Z is equal to 1. Fourth option is Z is not equal to 1. BEQ is nothing but branch if equal. Branch to a specified label or a specified address when the result is equal to 0. If the result is equal to 0 means 0 flag is set. That means 0 flag is high. So hence the answer is option C, Z is equal to 1. So fifth one, DCD means. So the first option is allocates a byte of a memory. Second option is allocates words of a memory. Third option is allocates half words of a memory. Fourth one is all of the above. So as I said, DCD means double coded decimal anta heltivi, right? So DCD means which will allocate a how many types of a memory, that is allocates a byte of memory, words of a memory, half words, which type of a memory which will allocate. So here DCD means double. Double means words of a memory. Byte is nothing but, so here we are going to use a B, right? Byte is nothing but only 8-bit memory locations. Half word is a 16-bit where which will allocate a words of a memory. So hence the answer is B, allocates words of a memory. So sixth one is read write instruction section is? So first option is default for code area. Second option is default for data area. Third option is default for both data and code area. Fourth option D is none of the above. So as I said that in area directive, that is read write instruction section defines. So read write, which is having both read and write access. So which can be used for writing the data. So which is a default for a data area. So hence the option is B, default for data area. So seventh one is MVN instruction transfer dash. So first option is complemented 16-bit value. Second option is 32-bit value. Third option is complemented 32-bit value. Fourth option is none of the above. As this is MVN, move negative. So as ARM instruction deals with a 32-bit value, so which will transfer complemented 32-bit value. Hence the answer is C, complemented 32-bit value. So eighth one, add instruction means. So what do you mean by add? So first is addition of two 16-bit numbers. B, addition of two 32-bit numbers. C, addition of two 32-bit numbers with carry. D, all of the above. So as I said that addition instruction which can be used to add the two 32-bit numbers. So hence the answer is B, addition of two 32-bit numbers. So ninth one, LDRH instruction states that. So what do you mean by LDRH? So first option is load half word. Second is load word. Third is load byte. Fourth one is all of the above. So as I said that LDRH means load the register with a half word. So only 16 bits of values are loaded into the register. So hence the answer is A, load half word. Right. So for 10th one is data section contains. So the data section which is defined in the area that contains, the first option is data only. Second is data and instructions only. Third one is instructions only. Fourth one is all of the above. So as I said that we are having two area sections, one for a code and one for a data. In code section we are going to write only code. In data sections we are going to write only data. So hence the option is A, data only. So these are the solution for this multiple choice questions. So now we will see the activities. So after knowing about how to write the program of adding a array of a 16-bit numbers and store the result into the memory location, so one can able to write the following activities. So you can try for this. So first one is write an assembly program to add an array of 32-bit numbers and store the 64-bit result into the memory location, and the same can be done by using a simulation software, that is IDE. So second one is write an assembly program to add an array of 8-bit numbers and store the 16-bit result in the memory location, and the same program can be run on IDE by using the software Microvision 4. So these are the references what we have referred for this program. Thank you. Thank you everyone.